You see when they lift their tails? They're squirting their filthy musk. A vile language for a vile race. These Skaven are particularly fetid and foul, even for rat men. I've seen many obscenities in my time, but nothing abhors me more than Skaven. I have more tolerance for the Graveborn than rat men. If we catch one alive, I'll handle the questioning, and it's not up for debate. You hear how they grind their teeth. Braxing, yet another repulsive trait of the rat men. Always that dreadful stench. The Skaven mark ownership and rank by urinating on everything and everyone.
Did you hear about Kislev? They say it's overrun by Northlanders.
It's a rare time that it's not, but they'll pull through. The ice of Kislev doesn't crack.
The trouble is, ice thaws, and the fires of damnation are raging.
I met one like you before.
Another of the Order?
No, one of my kind. She too was convinced that she did holy work and measured her success in blood.
If I wanted you dead, One Eye, you'd be worm food long ago.
You're not the first elf to threaten me. And those who did paid for it dearly. Remember that, elf.
If it came down to it, I doubt you'd have the guts to face me, One Eye. You'd set your dog on me instead.
Elf, I wouldn't dream of delegating such an inspiring task. And don't mock the sergeant's sense of duty.
I don't get it, sir. You're an Empire official who speaks freely of the Ratmen.
If I had kept my mouth shut like the rest of them, I'd have made captain long ago.
They kept you, though.
I'm not an imbecile. I've learned when to speak. Elf, do not hold out on me. Share your knowledge of the Skaven.
I only know that they need to die. No secrets there, One Eye.
Ha! You elves revel in deceit and mystery. What brings you here, elf? I demand to know.
You demand?
You are currently within the borders of the Empire of Sigmar, and therefore under my scrutiny and jurisdiction.
Ugh, scrutinize all you want, One Eye. Your kind will never find the sunlight flickering through the canopy.
There is something going on with you, elf.
Surprised, One Eye?
Not at all. Just know that I am onto you.
How my heart quails at the thought.
This is a grim business, Dory.
It's all grim business these days.
It's better that way. When all hands are against you, the way forward is clear.
I didn't think the Order cared about the Ratmen.
Order business is not your business, Kruber. And you should thank the Comet for that.
I was in Tylea once, this was ages ago now. And they always talked of the Ratmen as a curse. Yeah, I should have listened.
You can't blame yourself. How were you to know that this was one Tillian tale you should have believed? These are dark days, but at least Sylvania is caged.
The Geist-haunted lair is sealed. But how?
Some wizard's trick, I hear. The Supreme Patriarch himself. I doubt it'll last.
I bet losing that eye is a tale worth telling, Manling.
It is only because Sigmar teaches us to respect the dwarves that I even consider to indulge you.
Wise fellow, Sigmar. Now, come on, don't be shy.
I'll tell tales when all the vermin are dead, dwarf. Onwards!
Now's as good time as any, Saltzpyre.
Time for what, Ranger?
The Ratmen just keep coming, and it won't end soon, so how about that tale about your eye you promised me?
I promised no such thing.
This is a right old mess and no mistake. I should make for the hills, find my kin.
Then why don't you?
I'm looking for something. I'm impressed, Grundy. I've been fighting Skaven most of my life, but you all must know more about them than I do.
Knowledge is a weapon in righteous hands. I pride myself that I wield it well.
I've come to realize something.
Do tell.
Denying us, the fighting men, any knowledge about the magic we'll face on the battlefield, sending us in totally unprepared. That's a crime, if anything.
I can only agree, Sergeant.
Watch it, you two. I don't like where this conversation is going. There's still something you're not telling us, isn't there, Elf?
We have common cause. Can you not accept that?
You walk a righteous path for the moment, but that will change.
Such needless suspicion. No wonder your empire falls into decay.
If your masters had their way, we'd all dwell in squalor.
And if you had yours, recklessness would be the only law.
Argue another time. Do you want to bring the vermin down on us?
The false moon watches us like an evil eye.
Why do you call it false?
The true moon is an aspect of Lilith. This was created in mockery of her.
Don't weary our ears with this talk of false gods.
False? Your barbarian god king is nothing compared to the pantheon of heaven.
Your soul howls in a darkness of your own making.
And yet you spend so much time at my side. There's no shame in admitting that you love me. You're less secretive than others of your kind, Saltzpyre.
You've encountered the Order before?
Indeed. It was, how do you say, a heartwarming experience.
Do not betray my trust, witch. Your shackles can easily be restored.
You'd turn away a helping hand, even amongst this?
A hand is of no help if it is raised against me. The jig is up, Elf.
What now, One Eye?
Whatever your nefarious purpose, 'tis only a matter of time until I learn of it. And colluding with the Fire Witch will only make matters worse.
If you're so interested in the Skaven, why not talk to a rat catcher?
They don't believe me. They think I'm tricking them into a confession.
Don't trust me yet, Saltzpyre.
Never will. A witch wears many faces, none of them honorable.
If I truly thought it was my face that bothered you, I'd wear a hood.
Come on, witch! Loose your fires!
Oh, so now you need me, Saltzpyre.
I need your flames! They're a vermin to ban!
Since you're so eager to learn about the Skaven, why don't you ask Bardin?
Of course I talked to Bardin! The dwarves are a valuable ally and a fine source of information regarding this matter.
Still, you pester the rest of us. We don't know any more than you do. Just accept it.
Didn't take long for your fighting spirit to return, Kruber.
I guess not.
All that slander of your superiors had me worried for a while. Futility of war, was it?
Uberstrike is my home, and you bloody well know I'll fight for it.
You are as much a danger to us as you are to the vermin, witch.
Only to you, Saltzpyre. Only to you.
So, the old location of the Red Moon Inn was somewhere around here.
Yes, sir. But he started up again in a cleaner, blander area, you could say.
These are evil times.
Good! No one ever sings about uneventful days, and I'd like my kin to sing of my deeds.
Let us hope they sing better than you then, Holdseeker.